take all your calls here. 248-539-9797. Good morning, Carlos. Go ahead with your question.
Good morning.
Good morning. What do you got going on?
I'm looking to downsize, and I've talked to a couple of realtors up in this area. They said I should have go to a mortgage company and get some financing up front, so when I'm ready to do my purchasing, I have my mortgaging all set.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You want to be prepared for the next house. You know, Carlos, one of the things that we know that's going on in today's marketplace, and Becky and Joe will all join in on this conversation. It's a great question. It's hard to downsize in today's market. Are you looking for a smaller home? Or are you looking for a
smaller home. I was looking for a 2-bedroom. There's just 2 of us now. I have a 3-bedroom right now, and it's just too much for me to handle because I'm on disability now.
Joe, let me just say this. There's no doubt Carlos is looking for a smaller house, but he's talking, because he's on disability, less income coming in. It might be, and again, Joe, we want to sell these houses. I want Carlos to put his house on the market. I want him to buy a new one. But at the end of the day, it might not be more affordable for him to do this. He might be better off keeping his house.
And this is where the experts come in, right? You have that conversation. If I was his agent, I would have that conversation. And we talk about, why are we doing this? What's your goal? Okay, now this goal makes sense. This is how we're going to accomplish the goal. And the people you've talked to is absolutely right. You got to get your basic lined up first, because then you've talked finances with a lender. You've gotten deep. You know how much money you have to work with. How much are you going to get from the sale of your current home to put down on the next one? All these fun things that come into play that, we typically do behind the scenes, right? We don't involve, unless we have to ask some questions, we don't involve our clients in all these things that we're working with. I call up Becky, hey, this is what I need to do. Can you find out, can you do this? Those types of things. And this is what we work on to make sure we're accomplishing the right thing for the client. Because like you said, it sounds like he probably needs to downsize, but it's possible, based on today's marketplace, it's best to do something else. We don't know.
It could be just to stay in the house. Carlos, one of the things is, and I don't want to go too deep into this, other than when you do buy that new house, the house gets reassessed, those property taxes go up, and sometimes we have to take a look at those numbers and see what the inventory is going to be. Are there 2 bedrooms that are going to have lower tax bases for you, and it's going to be more affordable? Thanks for the call, Carlos. We got some great news yesterday. Social Security benefits are going to get a bump finally. They haven't had a bump, they said, since 1983, other than the annual inflation bump, which is 1.3%, which it wasn't even keeping up. Harry, this is a little bit more towards our older population. As a lot of the clients here, look, the pensions don't exist anymore, but some of our clients have pensions. But Harry, even I, one day, maybe 20-some years from now, might want to collect a Social Security check and live on that income. The cost of gas, the cost of bread, these things cost money.
I set up on a search that unless you really only want 2 bedrooms, I highly recommend 3+, because
we come back, it's going to be all your calls. 248-539-9797. Keep it here.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation and MLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
It's the final week of the games in Tokyo. This is your last shot for a spot on the podium with DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Right now, all new users are getting 100-to-1 odds on the United States medaling at least once this year. If you haven't tried DraftKings Sportsbook, this is the time. Place any pre-event wager of $1 to be eligible to cash $100 in free credits if America wins any medal this year. That's 100-to-1 odds on an American athlete to stand on the podium and receive gold, silver, or bronze this week. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code 971THETICKET when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 in free credits if America wins a medal. That's code 971THETICKET for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. 21 and over. Michigan only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full terms and conditions.
We asked people in Michigan why they got the COVID-19 vaccine.
I am 24 weeks pregnant and we wanted to protect our baby boy.
I'm vaccinated to protect my family, protect my friends, and help our community.
Because I believe in the science.
Why did you get vaccinated?
My best friend couldn't. She caught COVID and passed away the day before her birthday. That is my why.
I want to hug my mom again. I haven't been able to hug her in over a year. I want to hug my grandma again.
I'm ready to get back to somewhat normal.
All the vaccines have been tested for safety and are trusted by doctors.
I'm vaccinated. I'm coming to give you a big hug. I love you, Mom.
You've got your why. Now find a vaccine near you at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. We also provide pre-screened quality tenants to our property owners. We love to match good people to good homes. Contact us today, northbloomfield.com.